So I've been using Adobe for the past 15 years. So I've been using Premiere, After Effects, and Photoshop mainly. And I would say for the last 11 years or so, I've been using it professionally. I recently canceled Adobe. I'm not using it anymore at all. And for many of you guys out there, that's not very relatable, but for me, it's a real big deal. Like, I spend more with the software than with my family and friends. We went through ups and downs just like in a normal relationship, which sounds funny, but it is true. And maybe for many of you out there, it's relatable because you do spend a lot of time working on projects, and this software is just there to support you and your creativity and all that. Now it's just over. But why is it over? It all started almost a decade ago when Adobe decided to do a subscription for their software. So you pay a monthly fee, so around $80 for the whole suite. And $80 is not a lot, but it does add up, especially after like 15 years of using it. But why now? What did I decide now after 15 years to cancel all that? And I wish the answer was easy, but it's not, because I've been thinking about switching to other softwares a lot. And for everybody who doesn't know what I do, yes, I do regular editing, just like films, short films, music videos, just like anybody else. But what I also do a lot is visual effects, mostly in After Effects, composite different layers on top of each other to create explosions or whatever I need. And After Effects was a great tool for many years, and I don't really have a true complaint about that. But for the things I do in visual effects, there is better software out there, and I've always been aware of that, but I never had the guts to just be like, I quit, I move on, learn something new, because I always felt like all this time, this decade I spent learning the software, trying to be perfect at it, it would all go to waste. It would all be for nothing. I always try to stay in my comfort zone to continue using what I've been using, and especially lately when all those cool AI features came out for Adobe, like the voice enhancer, text to edit, all these things I've been using a lot. But then this one day, Adobe locked me out, being like, oh, you've been using it on too many computers, and I kind of got sick of it just like that. And I was like, you know what, I'm moving on. Today is the day. Not today, it's been a few months ago, like 6 weeks ago or so. But I decided, you know what, I'm moving away from Adobe. So then I just have to figure out what kind of software do I need, which includes all the things I do, like editing, visual effects, and color grading. And then, of course, there is a few softwares I could have used. I could have went with Final Cut, Magix Deluxe, but of course I went with Davinci Resolve. And I always thought about switching to Davinci since I've been to film school. When was it, like 10 years ago? I always thought, oh, Davinci is kind of cool for color grading and all that, but you know, at the time already, I've been doing that for like 4 or 5 years, and I was like, I don't really want to learn anything new since I'm like so proficient in Adobe already. But now I made the cut, I canceled Adobe and downloaded the free version of Davinci Resolve. And that's also the cool thing, they do have a free version, and I just wanted to see how much can I get out of this free version. And after 10-20 minutes of using it, I realized really quickly the free version is not gonna cut it. So I bought the paid version, which was just like $300, which is cheap. Extremely cheap for what it can do. So it's basically like 5 months of using Adobe. That's the price of Davinci Resolve. So now I just bought it, $300, and I've been using it ever since. And maybe you realize on my channel I haven't really been doing like compositing tutorials, because guess what? I don't know the software. I have to basically start over. Of course, I don't have to start over from an artistic point of view, but I do have to learn the tool. I do have to learn the buttons, where everything is, and set it up for myself so I can work as fast as I can, or at least learn it as fast as I can, because as a professional filmmaker, I do have clients who expect from me a certain kind of quality and speed I could provide with the old software I was using, but I cannot provide anymore. So I stopped taking clients for 2D compositing and editing for a while until I could learn the software. I took on a few projects which were not paid, so it gave me an opportunity to practice. But you know how it is, like learning a new software. Literally, I open up Davinci and every 20 seconds or 30 seconds, I had to look up a tutorial, a basic tutorial on how to make a cut, how to make full screen. Like things which were like so normal for me in Premiere because I know all the shortcuts. I didn't know any of that in Davinci, so I had to look up all those tutorials to learn the software as fast as I can. And now, like 6-7 weeks later, yes, I am not where I was before with Premiere, but I am 80% there because in the end, it's just a tool. I know what I need to do, it's just a tool, and I figure out the advantages and disadvantages of Davinci over Premiere or After Effects. And that's definitely one big advantage, is that Davinci has Fusion inside, so the 2D compositing software is inside the same software. So while with Adobe, I had to, every time I have a VFX clip, I had to bring it over to After Effects with a dynamic link, which is nice, but still I had to bring it over to After Effects, do my compositing, render it, bring it back into Premiere. I don't have to do that anymore. It's happening inside of Davinci, which is awesome. I haven't worked on a bigger film yet with Davinci, but I can imagine how smoother the workflow is going to be once I figure it all out. Speaking of figuring it all out, obviously Davinci, or Fusion rather, is not layer based the way After Effects is. Like in After Effects, if I have a clip of a guy shooting a gun, you know, in After Effects I can just put the muzzle flare on top, the smoke on top and all that. This layering is not that simple in Davinci Fusion. In Davinci Fusion it's all with nodes, and you still kind of think in layers, but you use a merge node for that, and it's like a whole thing. So that's just something I have to learn. Luckily, I've been using Blender for the past 18 months or so, which is also node based, so I kind of have the idea of how nodes work compared to layers. So yeah, for the past almost 2 months I've been feeling quite useless, incapable, no skills, because I basically had to start over. Obviously the progress is going to be way faster than it has been in the past 15 years, but it is hard, it is difficult, but I'm learning to love it right now, and I am very glad that I made this jump. One thing from Adobe, one software from Adobe is irreplaceable though. It's I try to find other solutions, freeware, which does the same thing, but I couldn't find any, which is of course Photoshop. I couldn't find any good replacement for Photoshop for the same or lower price or for free. So Photoshop is the only thing I will continue using probably for the rest of my life. But besides Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere is out of the window. Davinci is my new bro. The bro I'm gonna spend hours, months, years to create great pieces of cinema. But one thing I'm still not certain of is Davinci Fusion really the right call for the VFX I'm doing? Because there is an ultimate winner when it comes to visual effects, which is Nuke, which I haven't really touched since film school, but I can see myself when my company is growing and I can't afford it to actually quit Davinci Fusion, still use Davinci as an editing software, but not Fusion as a compositing software, and switch to Nuke for that. That's quite the possibility which I can see in the next 5 years, but we will see. For now, I'm going to try to learn Davinci as good as I can. That being said, I will start including Davinci in my tutorials, but it's going to be rough because I'm still learning the software myself. But just the same way, I was starting to make Blender tutorials, even though I was a very beginner with Blender. It helped me learn the software, and it helped others, and it helped the community, because all the comments suggesting problem solving, that all spiraled and helped the community, and everybody learned something from it, especially me. So yeah, that's why and how I stopped using Adobe. And now I want to hear from you. What editing, compositing softwares are you using, and why, and for how long? Are you considering switching? If yes, what holds you back? Let me know in the comments. Let's chat about it. Thank you so much for watching, and especially thank you my Patreons and my YouTube members for all the support, and see you in the next video.